In setting up the charity, it put me in contact with lots and lots of parents and professionals supporting blind and partially sighted children throughout Northern Ireland. One of the problems that we identified quite early on was visual impairment is very complex. Paediatric visual impairment is quite rare, and it's really hard to help people understand the impact of living with a visual impairment.
I think Sarah and I probably have known each other from maybe around 2006, 2007. Sarah will probably have told you that she has two children that have visual challenges, and I've been working with her in a family capacity. And she really is a fairly driven individual. And one of the things that I remember we often talked about was, well, what does visual impairment actually look like for somebody who is normally sighted? And that's where it all started.
I really wanted to develop something that you could manipulate to replicate different eye conditions and the different severities. I wanted a digital solution in virtual reality so that you could immerse yourself completely in a world of visual impairment with different visual functions being layered on top of each other to be able to create a variety of conditions.
I suppose I'm here as someone who has a certain amount of expertise in visual function and the way different types of eye disease impact on the different aspects of vision. So it might be resolution vision, it might be colour vision, it might be contrast vision, it might be visual fields vision, these sorts of things. So my role was to ensure that the examples that were developed to run on a virtual system were what I thought was real life and could be validated against diagnostic criteria and visual function measurements. And Alec has worked really closely with me on that, and I think we've got something that is realistic now.
Professor Jackson came on board, which was brilliant because I wanted this to be authentic and clinically calibrated to ensure that it was used effectively. So from there we were able to put a project together, secure funding and get a prototype.
Sarah introduced me to a guy called Alex. Now, Alex is a techno guru, and Alex played with a few things and was able to demonstrate how we could do this through headsets.
With the prototype, we went out to test the proof of concept, and we were absolutely overwhelmed with the response, and we could see instantly that this was going to have a transformational impact on how people understood visual impairment.
But really, the things have just taken off from now to the end product, which we've got now, which is really fantastic and gives a real lived experience of visual impairment. And I'm really proud of having been able to work with both Sarah and Alex. I think Alex is developing a team now to bring this to fruition.
With virtual reality, you have 75% better memory retention from the learning experience you have within the headset. So it means that for people that are dealing with sometimes what can be a rare eye condition, their capacity to understand, empathise and remember, which was much greater using virtual reality. I'm really passionate about empowering children with sight loss, and I wanted to help people understand so that they didn't over or under support the disability, thus disempowering children and young people.